Well, folks, this evening it's taxi vlog number 40. Wanted to talk about a customer of mine who used to own a dog grooming business, and her husband left her for his ex-wife and took all the money, so that there was no money left to pay the taxes on the business, and so the business went bankrupt. She folded, and so she ends up working at McDonald's. This lady's about 50 years old. Now, you want to add insult to injury? Team her up in the same working environment with a 19-year-old punk who thinks he knows everything, and he calls her all kinds of names and verbally abuses her, calls her a bitch and a cunt and everything else like that. Totally wrong. Now, if I was the manager at this particular place, that guy would be fired right away, and I wouldn't take him back, even if he did learn some manners. That would be the end of him as a burger flipper or whatever he is at McDonald's. Anyway, the problem is that we have a shortage of labor here, so, you know, no matter how wrong someone does, they won't get fired. It just won't happen. You can't lose your job anymore because there are not enough people to do the work that's out there. And so they just hire anybody, and some snotty, rude 19-year-old kid is calling a 50-year-old lady, you know, a cunt. Totally rude. Anyway, from there, they needed her, and they like her. They don't want to let her go. But she didn't stay at work because that guy was there. She went home rather than take the abuse and make her wages for the evening. She went home and took a cab halfway across town to do it, just because she couldn't stand being abused like that. And I said, well, there are solutions, you know. You could always work somewhere else. I mean, there's a labor shortage. You can get a job anywhere. She says, oh, but I don't have it in my heart to leave because I like the people who work there except for him. And I said, well, look, you know, if it's cutting into your means of making a living, that you can't work because you're put in a position with jerks like that, go somewhere else. And she says, well, they want me at this other, you know, they want me at Dairy Queen, they want me at Burger King, you know. I said, well, why don't you go? Because I like all the other people there. I should book on. Anyhow, I just wanted to share that, you know, that somebody is in a position where it just, you know, their confidence is already shaken. Their confidence is down to almost zero, going from owning your own business to working at a McDonald's. And on top of that, you know, you're adding insult to injury by having some kid tell you off all the time and bumping you into things and pushing you and shoving you and calling you all kinds of, well, yeah, I'm repeating myself, am I not? Anyhow, why not have the confidence to move? I told her, you know, if they want you there, you'll find other people there who you'll enjoy working with, I'm sure. They're good teams, a lot of them. And then I told her about the time when I was working.
Well, I had to pull out this laptop because the batteries in my camera over here died. So I'm just going to finish this vlog using this laptop that I picked up just a few days ago. Well, I told her about the time when I was working opposite a day shift guy who was impossible. And sometimes day shift people are that way, or just some people. Damn, I got a call. Anyway, long story short, I was working with this day shift guy who was impossible, couldn't make any arrangements with him. If I was 5 minutes late, all he did was yell and scream at me and make a big fuss. So I decided to leave and drive another taxi. And that's the end of that. Yeah, I gotta get this call here, so I'm gonna figure out how to turn this laptop off.
Feckwig.
Feckwig. Fetwick. Feckwig. Fetwick.
Feckwig.